Hi, good morning, Mish. I would like to begin by thanking you for the practical insights you shared during the course, which helped me shape my thinking for this analysis. My name is Thiyagu, student ID 25018016. Today, I will be analyzing how Zespris International, the New Zealand kiwi fruit cooperative, can strengthen its premium value leadership in India. So let me move on to my slides. Yeah. So the opportunity. So did you know that India's urban middle class is projected to reach around 715 million people by 2030? At the same time, 10 to 20% of adults in major Indian cities already live with diabetes. So we are looking at a market with growing purchasing power and increasing health awareness. And this combination creates a strong opportunity for premium health focused foods. Zespri represents New Zealand's kiwi fruit growers and sells premium fruit in more than 50 countries, controlling around 30% of global kiwi fruit trade. However, India has remained relatively underdeveloped for Zespri because imports previously faced 33% tariff. The New Zealand-India Free Trade Agreement signed in 2025 significantly reduces this barrier and opens the market for expansion. In this presentation, my focus is not simply on volume growth, but on sustainable premium value creation. To analyze this opportunity, I will apply PESEL, Porter's five forces, and then present two strategies with my conclusion. Now, let me move on to my next slide. Yeah. So let's begin with the external environmental issue using the PESTEL framework, political and economical. The New Zealand-India Free Trade Agreement provides a duty-free quota of 6,250 tons initially, expanding to 15,000 tons with 6 years. Outside the quota, tariffs dropped from 33% to about 16.5%. Similar tariff reduction previously accelerated Zespri's growth in markets such as South Korea, suggesting that India could reach a similar turning point. Then the social opportunity. Raising health awareness in urban India is increasing demand for nutritious food. Zespri sun gold fruit, kiwi fruit with high vitamin C and fiber with low glycemic index fits very well within this trend and with India's traditional way of viewing food as medicine. Now, moving on to technological, environmental, and legal. India's growth is organized retail, e-commerce, and cold chain logistics now makes premium fruit distribution much easier across major cities. Consumers increasingly value sustainability and traceability, which aligns with Zespri's cooperative supply model. From a regulatory perspective, FSSAI food safety rules require nutrition labeling and import certification standard that Zespri already meets. This gives the company a compliance advantage over the less organized competitors. So now let me move on to my next slide. Yeah. Uh, so now let's look at the competitive landscape using Porter's five forces. Competitive rivalry is high. India's kiwi fruit imports are dominated by Chile, Italy, and China, typically priced 40 to 60% lower. However, brand loyalty in this category remains relatively low, creating space for premium differentiation. The research by Westrop shows how Zespri successfully built premium positioning in Japan by emphasizing strict quality grading and traceability that competitors could not easily replicate. Threat of new entrants, which is moderate. The FTA creates a short window of Zespri to establish premium leadership competing before competitors scale their presence. Because the duty-free access currently applies only to New Zealand exporters, Zespri enjoys a temporary first mover advantage. However, improving cold chain infrastructure means other exporters could enter the market more easily in the future. Substitutes, buyer power, and supplier power. Substitutes such as mangoes and bananas occupy different positions in the market, with mangoes being seasonal and bananas competing the mass segment. Among affluent urban consumer, quality and health benefits often matter more than price, which reduces buyer power. This pre-single desk cooperative model also ensures consistent supply standards, strengthening supplier power. Now let me go on to my next slide, the strategic decision. Both the frameworks points to the same conclusion. India is a high potential market, but success depends on clear premium positioning and disciplined expansion. Therefore, Zespri's success in India depends on establishing early premium brand leadership before low-priced competitors scale their presence. Zespri's four-stage market development framework: monitor, overinvest, drive penetration, and extract value places India. This places India clearly in the overinvest stage following the FTA. This raises several strategic questions. Which consumer segment should be prioritized? How should Zespri differentiate beyond pricing? And which distribution model can scale growth while protecting cooperative governance? This leads to two priorities. First, building strong health focused brand positioning. Second, scaling that positioning through retail and digital channels. Now, let me move on to my next slide. Yeah. Strategy one: premium functional health positioning. The first strategy focuses on positioning Sun Gold Kiwi Fruit as a premium functional health product rather than competing on price. Zespri must win through health-based premium differentiation, particularly through vitamin C density, fiber content, and low glycemic response. As Peng argues, low glycemic premium strategies must define value at every price point to avoid commoditization. These attributes resonate strongly with Indians' health-conscious urban consumer. Partnership with nutritionist and wellness influence can strengthen trust in Zespri's health positioning. Taste New Zealand. The sampling activities in stores such as Reliance Fresh, Nature's Big Basket, and Godrej outlets allow consumer to experience the product directly. Another extension could be a pilot partnership with Apollo Pharmacy, which operates more than 5,500 outlets. This would place SunGold directly at the point of care for diabetic patients where health credibility and purchase intents are highest. The goal would be to achieve around 15% repeat purchase rates and roughly 2% share of the premium kiwi fruit segment in tier 1 cities within 2 years. However, this strategy carries some risk if customers resist higher prices, which make consistent brand education essential. Now, moving on to my next slide, the strategy 2. Um, Phased retail and digital expansion. Once that health positioning is established, the second strategy focuses on scaling distribution through phased expansion. This approach reflects the idea of selective coupling described by Seidlock and colleagues, which means adapting to local conditions while protecting cooperative governance. So let's go by phase by phase. Phase 1, year 1 to 2. Launch in Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru, and Chennai, working with Reliance Retail, Big Basket, Amazon Fresh, and Flipkart. Sampling campaigns from Strategy 1 will help build early product trails. Digital health platform can also support distribution. Diabetes management apps such as Beto and MySugar together serve more than 2 million patients. A Sun Gold subscription box through these platforms could create a direct to customer health channel. Phase 2, years 2 to 4. Based on early result, expansion can move into Pune, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad while maintaining strict premium pricing. Then comes the phase 3. The long term goal is to establish Zespri as India's leading premium kiwi fruit brand, similar to the position it holds in markets such as Japan and South Korea. Operational targets would include revenue positivity, tier 1 operations by year 2, and around 5% premium market share by year 3. Let me move on to the next slide. Yeah. The implementation. Zespri should appoint a bicultural India market leader to bridge cooperative governance with Indian retail dynamics. Year one priorities would include securing two major retail partnerships, two, launching health focused marketing, three, running sampling activities, and the fourth, establishing cold chain benchmarks. With that, let me move on to the conclusion. So to conclude, India offers a rare governance of opportunity with rapid middle class growth, raising health awareness and improved trade access. The New Zealand-India Free Trade Agreement removes the largest barrier to Zespri's expansion, creating a valuable first-mover opportunity. By combining premium health positioning with phased retail expansion, Zespri can build sustainable premium leadership in one of the world's fastest-growing consumer market. That's all about it. Thank you.